Guys, we're just pulling up to the shop. And boy, she's already sitting outside. What's going on, y'all? So today is the most exciting day of my life right now. I'm going to pick up my car with my boy Zach. Woohoo! He actually thankfully picked me up. He's actually the one that I rode to O'Reilly's with in the first video. He's got a 2019, and funny story, he actually just got his back from the dealership because he had was shaving in the harmonic balancer, right? Something like that. So they actually had to swap the whole motor. So this is a new motor. Yeah. Gotta break some necks coming out the hood. But we gotta run to the bank real quick to pick up some cash, and then we will be heading to the shop. Nick actually gave me a call around like 3 o'clock and told me the car is ready to go. So let's get to it. Guys, we just pulled up to the shop, and Nick, actually the owner of the body shop, is pulling in right now. He's got a pretty bad GTO. Just got out the office, picking the car up. Everything's looking good. Nick, you want to go and pop the hood for us? Yeah, I'll give you the key real quick. It's a little harder to get that latch now because that cover.
Right. Here you go. I got it. There it goes. It's easier with two hands. You lift up a little bit.
Installed all the new coolant tanks, the radiator, the heat exchanger. Repainted the whole front bumper, the fender, the door, the rear fender, and he painted the rear bumper as well. And then of course he new wheels on the front. Nick actually himself replaced the whole K-member. And I'm gonna hand the camera over to Nick and let him explain what he does at the body shop. Here he is.
How y'all doing? Hey, so we do pretty much a little bit of everything. We do restorations, we do insurance jobs, off the street work, complete paint jobs, color changes, minor mechanical, usually associated with collision. But if I don't do it, then I definitely know somebody that does do it. So just give us a call down here, 339-7500. That's 910-339-7500 with any of your car questions, and we'll get you straight. This one had a little bit of a upper rail that needed to be pulled, and you know, we put these coilovers and the camber plates and all that, installed all that for him, installed all the tanks, installed the K-member. I'm sure he's going to show y'all all about that later on. The bump stops.
Does the beat take you you over, you just can't breathe. Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Does the cold take you? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel the earthquake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Does the cold take you? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Does the cold take you? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Does the cold take you? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Do you feel your bones start to shake? Does the cold take you?
We do a lot of stuff that most people won't do, not because they can't, but because they're concerned about the big dollar. And so here, you know, we treat our customers like family. We try to give them the best service possible. We're not perfect. If we make a mistake, we stand up to it. We got all 5-star ratings, and that's the reason. It's not because we're perfect. It's because if we make a mistake, we, you know, get them back in here and we fix it and take care of it. We give you a lifetime warranty on all the workmanship that we do, and a lifetime warranty on the paint. Other than that, man, you know, just we appreciate your business.
I appreciate it, Nick.
And thank you very much, man. Appreciate the opportunity.
Oh yeah.
There's the keys to your baby back. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh yeah, guys, and he was right about treating you like family. Honestly, I've called Nick so many times. I've probably called him over 100 times over this whole process, and I mean, he's been there every single day. I called him, I had a question, he would answer as much as he could, to the best of his knowledge, and if he didn't know, he would always find out. So just be sure to always, if you're around here, around Fayetteville, just be sure to look him up and give him a shout. So we're gonna go ahead, and me and Zach are gonna go take it on the road real quick before we get out of here, and just make sure everything's all right with it. So let's get to it. All right, the first startup. Getting the feel of the car again. God, somebody didn't take his truck to the body shop. God, I just want to roll down the windows. Dude, the front end like this feels light. I mean, like in a good way. I mean, it doesn't pull either way. It stays like straight down the road. I'm just gonna kind of ask him about that kind of popping noise when I turn the wheel or something, or kind of hit a bump. I mean, how does it feel with you in the passenger seat? We definitely are not going to turn the traction control off today. Let's try to get her home in one piece. I wanted to listen to this song when I like drove the car, dude. It just talks about like it says the song's it's like you took what the enemy meant for evil and you turned it around for good or whatever, something like that. And guys, I'll tell you like a little bit like the story. Like the guy that wrecked the car, he gave me a really big sum of money to help me like repair the car. It covered the repair cost. But of course, I had other parts of like getting all the parts and stuff like that. That's just in the body shop. That doesn't include the bumper, the fender, and all the other stuff, the radiator, things like that. But the insurance, like this, I just got this car. I literally did not pay one single payment on this car when the car was in an accident, and the car is completely paid off. Like when this all first happened, I mean, God, I was tore apart. I mean, Zachary was there during the accident. It wasn't during, but after the accident, he came while we were putting the car on the rollback. But I mean, man, it was like a nightmare. But it's just amazing honestly, when I look back at it, and the following day when I was on the way to work in my pickup truck, there's a 5 right there. But my master cylinder went out in my truck. My clutch went straight to the floor, like on the way to work. I didn't even make it. At that point, like I really thought like life could not get any worse. But I mean, throughout this, the car is paid for. I just practically got a free car. I mean, besides the money that I've put in to get it back to where it's at right now. But I mean, it's just crazy. Like in the worst situations in life, God can work good things. So whatever's going on in y'all's life, just don't give up. What's that? I'm gonna have a crash investigator give me a ticket real quick. Appearance, the car looks amazing. I mean, you would have never even thought anything happened to it. But I just have a question about the K member. That's it. All right, trip number 2. Pick the car up, and my boy Mike's picking us up today. We got another boy coming along. All right, let's get it, boys. We have just arrived at the shop. Let's go ahead and get inside. Heck yeah, son. What's going on? So today is Monday, and I picked the car up like a week and 2 days ago. So I apologize for the late update, but I've just kind of been busy with the car. So the day after I picked up the car, which was Saturday, I took it to the shop to get the radio fixed. And on the way there, I was like 2 minutes away from the shop, and I noticed my car was overheating. So I pulled off the side of the road and let it cool down. And I finally limped it over there to the shop. So I opened the hood and looked at my coolant, and both my coolant tanks were really low. So my buddy Zachary came to pick me up. We ran to Ford real quick, got some coolant, came back, put it in the car, and hoping that was the problem. So we started going to the house, and it started overheating again. But we finally got it back to the house, and we were thinking maybe it was a thermostat. I ran to go get a thermostat Monday, and we installed that Monday night, thinking that may be the problem. It was not. So I posted a picture on my Instagram saying that I was having these problems, so on, so on. So thank God for the car community and everybody that helped me out with that. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, be sure to go check me out at Torch Termy. The guys told me there was you had to put coolant in the crossover plug as well as in the coolant tanks. Crossover plug is right there beside the supercharger. So we done that Tuesday night, and we put coolant in there as well. So after doing that, we cranked into the car, turned on the heater. In about 5 minutes, the temp gauge was staying where it needed to be. So we took it out on the road for a little drive, like less than 10 minutes, if that. Got back to the house, turned the car off. So I looked up underneath the car, and coolant was dripping from my headers. So the car has blown a head gasket. So I'm just guessing that the body shop did not know about the crossover plug, because myself, I did not know about that. So practically the car was only halfway full when I picked it up and everything. So with it overheating before, I'm guessing that's what caused it to blow a head gasket when we got it running right now. So I contacted Fastlane in Benson, and I spoke with Panda at the front desk. They're more than likely going to have to drop the whole motor to do that, he said. So I'm going to go ahead and replace both head gaskets on both sides. And I really want to go ahead and do a couple more things to the car while they have that going on. So it's going to take me a little time. I'm hoping and praying that I'll be able to have the car there by January, but I'm definitely going to have the car there as soon as I can. I really appreciate y'all staying tuned and watching this. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see y'all next time.